wonderful world of art, and we will tackle about their meanings and their explanations or my personal explanations. So the first is of course the world of art and Asian of art and then Filipino art, which is ourselves, our art in our country. So the last one is of course the personal art or maybe music or film. So let's get into it. Now let's start with the first art, which is Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. So I'm gonna show you the picture and explanation. Now our first stop is France, where Vincent van Gogh created one of the most recognizable paintings in the world, Starry Night. Van Gogh painted this while he was confined in a mental hospital. The swirling sky reflects his emotions, turbulence, and his mind was full of movements, thoughts, and storms that he couldn't control. Yet the sky is filled with glowing stars, symbolizing hope even in the darkest nights. The quiet village below represents the peace he always wanted but struggled to feel. Some say the bright cypress tree reaching the sky shows his desire to connect with something bigger, like life, dreams, or even heaven. In this artwork, he transformed personal pain into worldwide inspiration. Art became his voice, and now it speaks for millions who battle mental struggle silently. Now that's it for Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, and his painting Starry Night reminds us that even in chaotic times there is always a sun shining light, like in the Starry Night there's a shining light. So in my own explanation, and we experience this all the time, which is of course feeling alone. So as you can see, Starry Night, it has different kind of perspective. For me personally, my perspective on Starry Night is it shows how loneliness is, like the blueness of Starry Night. It shows the loneliness is on the night as well. So that's why Vincent van Gogh painted it while he was like in a hospital because he was lonely. So now on my second artwork is Ivan the Terrible and his son. So I'm gonna show you a photo again and his short explanations. Now next we head to Russia with a chilling artwork by Ilya Repin. This painting freezes a real historical tragedy. The Russian ruler Ivan the Terrible, blinded by anger, struck his own son and here killing him. And in this painting, here you can see the messages that are so powerful. As first, you can see the fear and pain in the eyes of the dying prince. And second, Ivan's face shows shock, horror, and guilt. And his hands desperately try to stop time, but it's too late. And this scene also shows the dark side of power when ruler leads with violence and fear. They destroy not only their people but also the ones they love the most. And Repin made this painting as a warning to his government. Abuse of power causes irreversible damage. This piece isn't just art, it's a mirror of reflecting the consequences of uncontrollable rage and dictatorship. Now, this artwork, Ivan the Terrible and his son Ivan, is of course shows very deep meanings that your temper can change something, which is how Ivan the Terrible did to his son Ivan, that he was so angry that he accidentally killed Ivan. So this shows that you just need to understand the situation first, because all of us experience this kind of temper every day in different kinds of scenarios. So that will be for the world of art. So the next is Asian art. Now for the artwork on Asian artists, I choose La, La Laguna Estigia by Felix Resurrection Hidalgo, which is a Filipino painter. So I choose this because, of course, Philippines and it's Asian. So, yeah. Now we traveled to Asia and proudly to a Filipino artist known worldwide, Felix Hidalgo. His masterpiece, La Laguna Estigia, illustrates souls traveling across the river Styx, the legendary path to the afterlife. Here's what the artwork expresses. First, the dark sky symbolizes fear, uncertainty, and the unknown. 2. The faint lights suggest judgment and redemption. And the last one is the ferryman guides souls, hinting that death is not the end, but a journey. This artwork explores deep questions. So, what happens to us after we die? So, do our actions decide our fate? Well, Hidalgo used Western themes and techniques, but his success brought honor to Asia, providing that Filipino artists can stand as equals among Europe's finest. This painting shows that art connects different cultures, even heaven and earth and the afterlife. So now, let's move on to Filipino art. Next is Filipino art. I chose the artwork of Juan Luna, which is Spoliarium. That is a famous painting in the Philippines that has a strong meaning, especially on the Spanish times. Our final stop, the Philippines. Spoliarium by Juan Luna is more than an art masterpiece. It is a symbol of our nation's pride and fight for freedom. The painting shows the bodies of dead gladiators being dragged like lifeless objects. But look beyond the scene. Luna is actually portraying the Filipino experience under the Spanish rule. As you can see, gladiators, they look like the Filipino enslaved in silence, and blood is a sacrifice and suffering, and the lighting entering from above is hope and future for victory. And fun fact, when Spoliarium won gold in Madrid, and it sent a powerful message to Filipinos. And Filipinos are strong, intelligent, and worthy of independence. And it also awakened a fire in the hearts of Filipino heroes like Jose Rizal and Marcelo H. de Pilar. And this artwork didn't just make history, it helped change Philippine history. So that's it for that 3 art, which is world art, Asian art, and Filipino art. And lastly, we go to my personal connection to art. And I chose music because music is a big part of me to the art, or my connection to art. And the music I chose is Creep by the Radiohead because it connects to me as a person. Well, Creep by Radiohead is basically a powerful expression of self-doubt and feeling like you don't belong. The character in the song is admiring someone from a distance, someone they think is so amazing and way out of their league. They want to get close, but they feel too insecure. And in the lyrics is in the part in I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo, and what the hell am I doing here? It shows how negative self-talk can take someone's mind. The person doesn't just worry about being rejected, they already believe they're not worth loving. The music itself also helps tell the story. The verses are soft and quiet, like someone too shy to speak up. Then the chorus hit with loud, distorted guitars, representing all the hidden pain bursting out. What makes Creep so relatable is that it shows a very human struggle. We want to be seen, but we're afraid of judgment. We want to be accepted, but we convince ourselves we're not enough. So that's why this song remains so powerful. It reminds us that everyone has moments of insecurity, and even the deepest feelings of not belonging can be understood through music. So that's why I choose Creep, because it reflects to me. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean that I really put myself to being the creep, but I put myself to improving every day to be me and be proud of me and to no longer be insecure. Thank you for watching my short video on art appreciation on 3 arts: world art, Asian art, and Filipino art. I know my videos are not really good in terms of my editing, but I hope you learned something.